this makeup tutorial on this really nice like summery look. I wanted to do a really peachy look and kind of mix it with pink. This look ended up turning a little bit bolder than I thought it would be. I wanted to do it a little bit softer, but the colors were a little bit more vibrant than I expected, but I don't think that's a bad thing because I think a lot of you guys like when I do vibrant, bold looks. But I feel like this is a nice medium. It's still a little bit soft because I didn't do liner and I did very soft lashes and I didn't use too bold of colors. I asked on my Twitter if you guys would rather see a pink and peachy eyes and lips makeup tutorial or a vampy lip tutorial, because I feel like I haven't rocked vampy lips in so long and I think it would really throw off all of this color we're using for the summer to do a tutorial with the vamp lip. So I think I might do that still if you guys want that. Like, thumbs up this video if you want me to do a vampy lip tutorial, but a lot of you guys were like, show us the pink and peachy makeup because I want to see that. So that's what I did for today. I also used a new brush to highlight, which I'm just going to shout out really quickly. It's not sponsored or anything like that. Lexi decided to send me some brushes, and when I saw that they sent me this amazing fan brush, I was like over the moon excited to try it. I fell in love instantly. It's the 540 fan brush and I used it to highlight today and I just love it. I feel like it's perfect for that strobing effect and not so much of the precise highlighting. It's perfect just to literally highlight the crap out of your face. So I love this brush, and I actually used a ton of affordable products in this video unintentionally, but I just kind of did, especially for the eyes. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this makeup look, and if you are interested in checking it out, then make sure to keep on watching. So first off, I'm using a primer. I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And then I'm taking the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade 105. I don't know why I just said that. 105, and I'm blending it out with my Morphe Flat Top Kabuki. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been using this Flat Top Kabuki more and more than my Sigma one. So I don't know, I'm having a tough time deciphering what that could possibly mean. I think it might mean that I like it a little bit better than the Sigma one. I don't know. So then I'm taking some concealer and just putting that on the under eye to brighten and highlight. And then just putting that underneath the eye and also down the center of my face. And this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin one. And to set the foundation and the concealer, I'm taking the Ben 9 Neutral Set Loose Powder in the shade Translucent, and I'm just setting that all over as well as underneath my under eye. Now to bronze up the skin, I'm using the Becca Shadow and Light Bronze and Contour Perfector. I love this bronzer because it has a really nice luminous finish, so it's perfect for summertime when you want a little bit of an extra glow in the cheeks. And then I took the first shade from the Kat Von D Contour Kit and just sculpted out my cheekbones and did some contouring. And then for blush, I pulled out one of my favorites that I used to rave about all the time. It's the Makeup Geek Honeymoon Blush. I love this for summer because it has a little bit of shimmer in it, so it just gives a nice lumosity to the cheeks. And then for some more lumosity, I'm taking this Becca highlight. What is up with my speaking today? Becca Opal highlight, and I'm taking this new Luxie fan brush. Just look at how it applied that highlight. I'm literally in love with this brush. I used it as soon as it got sent to me and I fell in love with it right away, so I just wanted to show you guys this brush in a tutorial. Look at that, like I literally am in love with it, and I'm also just going to highlight a little bit down the center of my face. And then I'm going to prime and set the eyelids with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and a little bit of highlighting powder from the Kat Von D Contour Kit. Onto shadows, the first one that I'm going to take is Orange Soda by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm just going to be kind of sweeping this all over really loosely in the crease. As a dupe, you could use Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie. I just don't own that shadow, unfortunately, but they're really close in color. And then I'm going to be taking this beautiful like peach sorbet orangey shade from this Morphe palette. I will leave the name of it down below, but I'm just going to be popping that directly into the crease and kind of blowing it out just a little bit. And then here I switch brushes and I take that same shade and I pop it in the inner and outer corners of the lid. This is going to create kind of that halo effect, and you'll notice that I do the same thing on the lower lash line later on as well. So it's going to create the full top and bottom halo effect, which I love doing, especially for colored looks. So I'm just taking that and kind of blending everything out. Using the Sigma E36 with no shadow on it, I'm just going to take it and blend it because it's very precise, so it allowed me to get into those kind of little nooks and crannies and make sure everything is blended. And then I'm taking that same Morphe palette, but I'm using this really light pink shade this time, mixing it with a little bit of the pink from the Too Faced, and then I went ahead and just popped that right in the center of the lid. This is just going to give us a pretty pop of pink. I did find that this pink lacked a little bit and it was too white, so I went ahead and took this Morphe palette and applied that pink right to the center, and it created the most perfect pretty pastel pink. And then I'm pretty much mimicking the same thing that I just did to the upper lid on the bottom. So I'm taking Orange Soda from Anastasia, putting that on the lower lash line, and then I do the same thing with the orange that I did, that peachy sorbet orange, and I went ahead and did the inner and outer corners of the lower lash line. Again, with the Sigma E36 brush, I am just taking that and blending everything out. This brush is a perfect blender for really precise makeup looks, and I just love it. Now I'm taking that same pink combo. I honestly hated that I had to use 3 different shadows to create that perfect pink, but I honestly didn't have the perfect pink in my collection, and I was super shocked. But anyways, I'm taking my pink shadow combination and I'm just putting that in the center of the lower lash line. Again, just mimicking the exact same thing we did to the top to the bottom so that it creates that full circular halo effect. Next, I'm applying my Tarte Inner Rim Brightener just to give us that bright eye effect. And then I'm also going to apply my L'Oreal Silkamise, I think it's called, a black eyeliner to the top only. But I forgot to get a clip of that. And then I went ahead and did some mascara and falsies off camera. I used these Socialize Vixen lashes, which are pretty much Misha from Coco. So for the lips, I started off using MAC's Sweet and Sour, and oh my god, it accentuated every single dry patch on my lips, and it honestly looked horrible, guys. So I had to remove it, and I put on Anastasia's Neon Coral, which is pretty much an orange, and then I went ahead and took MAC's Sweet and Sour and put it on top because I felt like it needed a base, because on just my lips, it accentuated everything. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this look, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys. Mwah.
It makes your eyeshadows last all day, and not only that, I tried to wipe my hand with water afterwards. This didn't even budge, didn't even smudge, nothing. It is so amazing.